When things go wrong in any of our lives, I feel like the only thing we can control is how we contextualize what actually happened and then how we choose to respond to that experience.
Hello?
Hi, this is Marie, and you're on the Marie TV Live Call-In Show. Who's this?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
This is Beth from Brunswick, Maryland.
Hey, Beth. We're so excited to have you on the show.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I can't see it. Sorry.
Well, why don't you tell us your question, and then we'll dive into a chat.
So I saved my question so I wouldn't screw it up here. So I've had a rash of bad luck, like really bad luck. Like I lost my business to a fire, and I'm having trouble figuring out who I am because I was always the bakery lady. So now I've been helping my husband and his barbecue business, and it's not me. They're like, hey, it's barbecue queen. I'm like, no, that's not me. I'm the bakery lady. So I don't know what to do, but I know that you think everything's figure-outable, so I need your help.
Oh, first of all, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I think that there's not a person listening to this right now, myself included, who hasn't found ourselves at some point feeling like, oh my goodness, everything just keeps going wrong. You know, whether that's a period of days, weeks, months, or years, life has a way of presenting some challenges, and sometimes those are stacked. So I'm really, really sorry, because I can't even imagine what that feels like to lose your bakery to a fire. And I'm so happy that you called us, because yes, I do believe, I know in my bones, Beth, that everything is figure-outable. And I love that you're calling right now, because that tells me that you too believe it. Even though we might not have it all figured out quite now, the fact that you're willing to consider that idea is awesome, because that means that there's the possibility for growth. There's the possibility for a new perspective, which hopefully we'll be able to find that together right now. Cool?
Cool.
Awesome. So one of the best ideas that I've ever heard, and this one has been around for a while, but I think it's really useful right now. It's this notion. It's another belief, if you will, just like everything is figure-outable. It's an idea that some people don't prescribe to, but I do. And it's the thought that your life happens for you and not to you. So sometimes in my life, when things seem to keep going wrong, and when I keep bumping into walls again and again, or there's just a problem after a problem after a problem, I'll repeat that to myself as a way to reground in a notion that I live in a friendly and growth-oriented universe, and that whatever is occurring right now, there's a possibility for me to see it through the lens of, this is an opportunity for me to grow. This is an opportunity for me to learn something, to get stronger, to step back and to reshape either how I'm processing my world, how I'm responding to challenges, or there's something that's valuable and good. There's some learning or growth opportunity in this if I am willing to look for it and find it. Now, I know that might sound Pollyanna. It's like easy for you to say, you didn't lose your business to a fire. But when things go wrong in any of our lives, I feel like the only thing we can control is how we contextualize what actually happened and then how we choose to respond to that experience, right? It's like the life preserver I hold on to, very similar to the notion that everything is figure-outable. It allows me to pull myself back up and look through a clear lens. Have you ever heard that idea before, Beth?
I believe you've said it.
No, the one about life happening for you and not to you.
It makes sense. It's just, it's hard to see until you, oddly, it's between you and Gabriella Bernstein, but until one of you two say it, it doesn't really happen for me.
Yes. And so, hey, same thing for me, right? I love picking up books. I love listening to audios and podcasts. I think that that is the service that we can provide one another, is to remind each other of truths that we know deep down, but just sometimes in our human day-to-day lives that we can forget. So I'm curious what actions you're taking right now in terms of, we heard that you're working with your husband in his particular business, but I'm curious if you have a plan to kind of start resetting yourself and regaining or re-stepping into what you feel like is more you rather than him.
I haven't really. I started to put out the fact that I can still bake, but I have to bake from home, and it's in a different realm. But the whole time that both of our businesses were going, mine was $2 brownies, $2 brownies, $2 brownies, and his was $10 sandwich, $10 sandwich. So I wasn't going to go anywhere with it. That's why, like you said, in one of your things was, if you keep trying and you just don't know if you're even, why are you still trying? And that's the other fight. It's like, I guess I could bake from home and go back to farmers markets like I originally started, but I don't know, is that me now?
Well, let me ask you this. When you imagine yourself starting to bake from home again, close your eyes for a moment, and I just want you to tap into your heart if you can. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, imagine yourself starting to bake from home, going back to those farmers markets and selling your brownies or whatever it is else that you might want to bake and sell. Do you feel a sense of expansion and excitement, or do you feel a sense of dread or pulling back? Just the first thing that comes to your heart and your mind.
I feel like it's excitement.
Okay.
But I thought I tested the theory and found out it wasn't right.
Well, here's what I want to propose to you. So just the idea or the notion of you baking again, which it sounds like you're not doing right now, right?
I might have a cake in the oven right now.
Oh, well, that makes me excited. I wish I could come have a cake with you, Beth, because I am a fan of the cake. But here's the thing. Just the fact that you feel a little bit of excitement, you do not have to commit to doing this long term. But whenever we've had any kind of setback or any kind of challenge and we feel a little bit off kilter, I always feel like getting back in the game and getting moving again and having momentum is how we find clarity. So you probably remember this. Another one of my favorites, clarity comes from engagement, not thought. So if even the notion of you going like, hey, just for the next 2 months, I'm going to start baking my brownies again, or I'm going to bake some cakes, or maybe I want to change my pricing structure. Maybe I want to be the most expensive brownies at the farmer's market. And people will be like, well, what's Beth putting in those brownies? Because this must be something special. I don't know. But I do know that by you taking steps towards what feels joyous and what feels exciting to you, your next steps are going to appear. They never come when we're sitting on the couch thinking about it. They don't come from a place of stuckness or when I say stillness, I don't mean meditation, and that's awesome, but I just mean hanging out waiting for the answers to come to us. I find that the best insights come when we're moving, physically moving, taking a spin class, being on a treadmill, taking a run outside, walking through a park, going on a hike, or moving, doing the actions that we feel could lead us in the directions of our dreams. You don't need to know the big picture right now, my friend. You just need to get moving again and then start paying attention to the signals. Who knows who you're going to meet in the farmer's market? Who knows what's going to happen once you start, baking those brownies and an email comes in from nowhere? We can't predict what's going to show up, but I can tell you this, if you follow the joy and you follow the excitement, that's where the magic in life lies. And I think that's what's going to help you start regaining that sense of identity that you haven't been in touch with recently. And that's what's going to have your energy start moving again. And the next steps really will reveal themselves.
You're amazing. Thank you so much. Everything seems like you just lifted a veil. It makes complete sense.
Oh, well I don't know. You just got us real hungry. I'm like wanting a brownie. I'm like, where's Beth brownies?
Gluten and dairy free. Does that help at all?
It actually really does help because we've got at least one member of Team Forleo who must have gluten free, and she just
and the cake is vegan.
So. Woo! Come on, Beth. I'm telling you. Yes.
What's your address?
Right?
Yeah.
What's your address?
Gregory's like, "What's your address? We're coming over, baby."
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm in Jersey.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what. You keep going. Keep us posted, but. Stay in touch. I think there's another lesson that can come out of this for you. We were talking about this idea that life is always happening for me, not to me. Mm-hmm. If you take some time and journal about this, I would challenge you to find 10 great lessons that have come out of this experience. And I know one of them right now. And again, this is going to sound kind of a little self-indulgent. I don't mean it that way at all. It may not be me that you found value in. Again, there can be lots of other people. But I know for me, when I get out of the habit of staying in touch with things that inspire me or doing things that I know are really great for my mind, body, or soul, and I leave those habits or practices, and then I'm like, what the hell did I stop doing that for? That was working for me. Why did I drop off or fall off the wagon? So one of your lessons is to stay in touch with sources of inspiration and motivation that really resonate for you. And those might change over the years, but have something that you can always listen to or digest or read that's going to remind you of your greatness and that's going to help you stay on track with your heart's greatest desire.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Thank you. We believe in you,
Thank
and we
you.
can't wait to hear about this next exciting chapter in your journey.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye, Beth.
Bye.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes?
Yes.
What was
Yeah.
your favorite part of that?
The very, 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 very end. 10 great lessons like gratitude. Like my life happens for me, not to me. Writing those down, keeping that mindfulness around them so that you don't sit on the couch and just wait for it. You
Yeah.
get up and you're like, yeah, I did do that 2 days ago. Created this experience. I'm going to go do that again.
And I think mining the lessons of growth
Yeah.
that happen from really challenging experiences is a way to remind ourselves that there is always value if we're willing to look for it. There is some gift of growth, some opportunity to get stronger, some lesson that helps us become wiser and more experienced as we move through life if we really actually look for it. And making a little list of those 10 lessons is a great way to make it happen.
It's that language that you're saying to use, for me. This is happening for me. A breakup. It's happening for me, not to me.
Yeah, again, I didn't make that one up, y'all. That's been around for a while, but it is so useful, and I think all of us should use it.